Hi students, welcome to science class. This video is for class 7 students. In this video, we are going to discuss about balanced diet. We will be eating lots of food in our day-to-day life. So we will be taking lots of minerals, we will be taking lots of vitamins, we will be taking lots of proteins, we will be taking lots of carbohydrates, and also we will be taking lots of fats. So balanced diet is nothing but the food which we are eating, the diet which we are controlling, that should be balanced. So if you observe here, proteins that should be balanced, vitamins that should be balanced, fats that should be balanced, and carbohydrates that should be balanced. So in this video we are going to observe this balanced diet. Without doing any further delay, let's get into it. Now we are going to discuss about let us do 6. So in this let us do 6, here we have 3 columns. Number 1 breakfast, and number 2 lunch, and number 3 dinner. So if you observe here, list the food items that eaten by you yesterday from breakfast to dinner. So we need to list out the food items which we eaten yesterday from breakfast to dinner. So in breakfast we usually eat idli, puri, dosa, upma, pongal. During lunch time you will be eating some rice, sambar, rasam, curd, sweet, etc. And if you observe, in dinner we will be eating chapatis, rotis, and some even different items also we will be eating. So we need to list out the food items which we ate yesterday, and you need to write those items which you have eaten yesterday from breakfast to dinner. Does your diet contains all the necessary components of food in it? So our diet is that containing all necessary components of food in it. So we already discussed about components, like it is nothing but minerals, vitamins, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, all those comes under components. Make your diet a balanced one. How to make our diet a balanced one? Taking green salads and vegetables every day. So we need to take green salads and vegetables every day. Taking food like cereals, pulses, milk, etc. adequately. So we need to take foods like cereals, pulses, milk, etc. adequately. And taking a bit of fat. So fat can be found in oil, ghee, butter, etc. cheese. So in these food items, fat will be present, and we need to take a small quantity of fat in our diet. Don't forget to supplement your daily diet with green salads and vegetables. So we need to take more vegetables. Green salads is nothing but leafy vegetables. So we need to add that supplement in our daily diet. Balanced diet is cheap indeed. So balanced diet means we are talking about balanced diet, whether it is costly or whether it is low cost. Let's discuss. Scientists have found out that balanced diet need not necessarily be costly. So balanced diet need not be necessarily be costly. Everyone can afford it, even the poor. So even poor people also can afford that balanced diet items. If a person eats dal, rice, rotis, green vegetables, little oil, and jaggery, all the food requirements of the body are fulfilled. So if we eat dal, it gives proteins. If we eat rice, it gives carbohydrates. If we eat rotis, it gives fiber. If we eat green vegetables, it will be giving minerals and vitamins. Little oil, that gives fat, and jaggery, it gives iron. So by watching all these things, our body that are fulfilled with the food which we required to our body. Just balancing our diet with different kinds of foods is not enough. So by balancing our diet with different kinds of food is not enough. It should be cooked in proper way. So by taking all the vitamins, proteins, minerals, fibers, fats in our daily diet, it is not enough, but it should be cooked in a proper way. Many nutrients are lost by overcooking. So if we cook more, nutrients which are present in food item that will be gone. Reheating many times also that washes away that nutrients. Washing the vegetables after cutting them into small pieces. So after cutting into small pieces, we will be cutting the vegetables into small pieces. After cutting also we will wash. So before cutting we will wash, and after cutting also we will wash. So by doing that, what happens, the nutrients will be gone completely. Do you know which foods are to be eaten moderately, adequately, plenty and sparingly? So we need to know the foods which should be eaten moderately, adequately, plenty and sparingly. So foods like cereals, pulses, milk, etc. should be taken adequately. So cereals, pulses, milk, etc. these types of foods should be taken adequately. Fruits, leafy vegetables and other vegetables should be used in plenty. So fruits, leafy vegetables and other vegetables that should be taken in plenty. Cooking oils and animal foods should be used moderately. So cooking oils and animal foods that should be taken moderately. Vanaspati, ghee, butter, cheese that should be used sparingly. So vanaspati, ghee, butter, cheese, these items that should be taken sparingly. Now we are going to discuss about avoid junk foods. Let's discuss what is junk foods and how to avoid junk foods. If you are eating only pizzas and sandwiches daily, what will happen? So if we eat only pizzas every day, only sandwiches every day, what will happen to our body? Your body is being deprived of the other food substances. So our body that will be deprived by taking other food substances. Junk food causes damages to our digestive system. So by taking junk food, it will damage our digestive system. It is better to avoid eating junk food. So it is very, very better to avoid eating junk food. Food habits of the people that depends upon the climatic conditions. So by depending on climatic conditions, the food habits that will be changing in people to people, and cultural practices of the particular place and cultural practices which is happening on that particular place also changes the food habits of the people. We eat rice in large quantities. In South India, people eat rice in large quantities, but the people, those who are living in North India, they will eat chapatis as daily food. Why? Because wheat is grown widely in that region. So production of wheat is high in that region. The way of cooking and eating food also reflects the cultural practices of the people. So the cooking and eating food that reflects the cultural practices of people. History of food and nutrition. So now we are going to see the history of food and nutrition. 170 years ago, there was little scientific knowledge in West about nutrition. The founder of modern science of the nutrition was a Frenchman named Lavoisier. From 1743 to 1793, whose contribution paved new ways to nutrition research. In the year 1752, James Lind discovered scurvy, which could be cured or prevented by eating fresh fruits and vegetables. So, scurvy is one type of a disease. James Linz discovered that it can be cured by eating fresh fruits and vegetables. It was known that disease could be cured by eating certain kinds of foods. So, it was known at that time that disease that can be cured by eating fresh fruits and vegetables and those kinds of foods. In 19th century, it was known that body obtains food from three substances, namely proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. So by this we have completed our first lesson. I hope everyone understood. Write each and every topic in our running notes. Thank you.